Hello YouTube and welcome to the app tutorial series, and today we're going to look at the Zoom mobile app. So I'm using Android, but it works the same for iOS versions as well. So over here you can see that it says start your meeting right over here. So if you were to swipe up onto the right, you can see some more options on what you can get out of this app right over here. You can also go over here onto the settings on the top left, just like that. And you can see that you have the meeting option right over here where you can mute your microphone. As you can see right over here, that there it says auto connect to audio. This is usually what good if you turn this on so that you don't have to tap and join in with audio each and every time. But just I'm going to keep this off so that I can show you the process right over here. So here it says always mute by microphone, as you can see right over here. So it's always mute by microphone, always turn off my video, and other options are all given over here. You can also mirror your video so that when you see yourself, you don't get confused right over there. So there are some other options, as you can see, just like that over here on the meeting settings. So now let's just sign in. So you can sign up if you have already not signed up for your Zoom account, but I'm just going to sign in right over here with the ID right over here. So you can sign in with your fingerprint as well, just like that. But in my case, I'm just going to go around and sign in with the ID anyways, just like this. So I'm just going to type in my password right over there. And I'm going to sign in right over here. So it's connected and signed in, as you can see, and just like in the desktop version, what you see is you see 4 options to create a new meeting, join a meeting, schedule a meeting, or share your screen. So you can share your screen over here as well. So once you click a tap on the new meeting right over there, you'll have an option to turn your video on or use your personal meeting ID, just like that, as you can see. So you can turn this off and use regular ID or use this out over here as well. You also have an option to join the meeting right over here. So you can type in the meeting ID and join in the meeting ID right over here if you want to. You can also schedule a meeting right over here, just like that, by typing in the details over here. And you also have an option to share screen, as you can see right over here, where you can share screen in a particular meeting ID. So over here, let's see some other options as well. So you have the settings right over here where you can access your contact information, your phone contact matching, and so forth, everything. You see your chatting settings right over here. You have your about, the version, and everything else. And you got your meeting right over here. The meeting settings that we saw earlier is right over here. You can also go to your account settings and see the account setting that you have. And this is where you sign out from as well. So let me just go back on to the main meeting right over here. So there's contacts, as you can see right here, where you can enable your contacts right over here. And here are the contacts, as you can see. You can also access your channels right over here. That is your groups and your apps right over here. There's Wikipedia says that we added in the desktop version of the Zoom tutorial app series. So if you haven't seen that already, you may want to see that for a much more detailed information on how Zoom actually works out. You can also press plus and you can add a contact right here, create a new channel, join a public channel, or add an app according to what you like right over here. This is where this tab is where you can find the meeting. So you can start the meeting right over here, as you can see. You can also refresh it out if you have added a meeting on a different device and you want to update it out. So now let's see the meeting options right over here. So just like that, let us go on to scheduling a meeting right here. So you can go over here and schedule a meeting. For example, I'm just going to say test meeting right over here. So I'm just going to say testing meeting. All right. Okay, testing meeting. You can assign a date over here. So let's say, for example, you can set something like 6 right over here. You can set the time, you can set the time zone, you can repeat the meeting as well. But anyways, I'm just going to go around, and you can also add this to calendar. So let me just turn that off over here and press done. And then you can see that you can invite your meeting attendees from right over here. So once you do that, what you can do is you have an option to add it to calendar, add any invitees, delete, or start the meeting right over here. So let's just go back right over here, and I'm going to go around onto the meetings, and you can see that the testing meeting is right over there. So you can simply press on start to start that meeting, or you can click on the new meeting and start your personal ID meeting because it is using the same ID. So I'm just going to start the meeting right over here, and let's see the options that we have in the mobile version of the Zoom app right over here. You can see that once I open up, you have the Zoom meeting right over there. So if you were to swipe this on to the left, you can see that this is driving mode right over here, where you can tap on to speak right over here. So you can tap on and speak. All right, so the microphone is unmuted. You want to talk. This is like a driving mode. So you want to talk while you're driving, then this is the mode that is actually helpful right over here. There's also the loudspeaker mode right over here on the laptop left hand side, so that you can use the loudspeaker to hear out whatever the meeting participants are saying in the meeting. You swipe up over here, this is where you'll see yourself. So if I were to turn on my microphone right over here, on the bottom left you can see that there's mute, so I can mute and unmute right over here. I can also go over here and start the video right over here, so that I can start seeing my video. I can start my video right over here. I can go to share and share files from my OneDrive, my Dropbox, and whatever is connected to your mobile phone. You can simply share it out right over here. You can also share the whiteboard out right over here, as you can see, and that's how you can actually work around with the whiteboard as well. You can go around to the whiteboard setting, draw around, and erase things out right over here. So just like that, you can choose out color, use the eraser right over here, as you can see. So the options are quite minimalistic, but you can work around with that just like that, as you can see. So you can go around and save this whiteboard right over here, or close it out entirely and end out the whiteboard as well. So just like that, you have end meeting and everything else, as you can see. So I'm just going to stop the share right over here and see the other options. So let's go over here on to share, and over here you can see that there's sharing screen function as well. So this will allow you to start sharing your entire screen, your mobile phones, now to your other participants as well. You can see all of the participants by clicking on this icon right over here, and you'll be able to mute all the participants by going on to the bottom right hand side, or invite participants as well, and see the status of what the participants have, like let's say for example if their camera is on or off from right over here. You can also go to more, and here you can disconnect the audio. You can go to chat and type around and chat with other participants right over here. You can chat with everyone or a specific participant from right over this section over here. You can also go to meeting settings. You can lock the meeting room. You can enable the waiting room over here. You can share the screen, and you can chat and everything, as you can see right over here. So these are the options that you get. You can also go on to the Zoom section right over here, and you'll be able to get the details regarding your meeting, right, like a meeting ID, host, password, and everything else, as you can see. So this has quite a lot of features. So if you swipe onto the left, as we saw last time, we have the safe driving mode. But if I were to swipe it onto the right side, what happens is that you'll be able to see other participants out. So I don't have any other participants right now, but if you were to have other participants, you can swipe on to the right side to see other participants' face and everything else as well. So you've got your participant right here, then you have like other participants. Just swipe on to the left right over here, and you'll be able to see all the participants. And to end the Zoom meeting, you see, just simply press end right over here, and meeting for all, and that's how you end the meeting. So everything is over here. So you see your contact right over here, as you can see, and you can just type the message and say hi and work around with this just like that. And you can also go over here onto the top right and select the person who you want to message to, just like this. You can say start and chat and say hi, just like that, as you can see. So that's how you can work around with the Zoom app in any of the mobile phone of your choice, whether be it Android or iOS. So hope you guys learned something as always, and as always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.